What's up, everybody? We're back. We are. I decided I've already started to consolidate my stuff and I've into my computer system. I've got a lot more to learn about applied energistics, but what we're doing here today is I wanted to go ahead and make a video, at least one video of me going ahead and every time I see this title screen, I notice that there's burn-in on this monitor. It's such a shame. I use an AOC 144 hertz uh, FreeSync, and man, I've had it for a while, but dude, that is such a bummer. I think back when I bought this, it was like I think 150 bucks. I think for this. This was back when I used to make money on YouTube. I bought a lot of these upgrades. I do have another Asus monitor, but I it's old. I've had that Asus. If you're ever gonna buy a monitor and you're more concerned with longevity and just it being a functional monitor, you're not worried about having 144 hertz or anything like that. Uh, Buy an Asus VE247. I am telling you right now, I have had that monitor for so long, and it still works great to this day. Uh, but this is 144 hertz, and I wanted 144 hertz specifically. So it's kind of a bummer. I don't foresee me having enough money to go ahead and buy a new monitor here anytime soon. So it is what it is. So, but that's okay. I mean, the burn-in is all the way down, like on the toolbars and stuff. Let me get my mouse back. It's like way down here. Behind where my picture is, there's a little bit of burn-in over here on my monitor, and up the side because that's where my icons are on Windows 10 and Windows 11. So it is what it is. I see a little bit of burn still right down here. I don't really see the burn in that was coming up the right side. It's weird. Anyway, let's stop talking about it. Let's start talking about what I wanted to do today. Uh, I started consolidating. You might have noticed, if those of you laser-eyed individuals probably noticed that I have moved a ME crafting terminal over here, and I was making uh, more storage. You can see that there's no more chests over here. You could see down here that a bunch of all those chests that were along here are gone, and a bunch of these. Ooh, there's a little bit of lag there. A bunch of these chests. It is going to be a little laggy here and there because my new hard drive comes later today. So I'm kind of recording this onto a non-optimal drive to be recording it on. So there's going to be a little choppiness here and there. Um, all of these chests are gone. I don't want to put specific things into my system until I have like a massive abundance of space. So things like dirt are in here. I've got uh stone, varied types of stone in here. I've got varied types of wood in here. So I don't want these things because they'll just take up all the space that I have in my hard drive. And like random tools and stuff, you don't really want those going into your computer system until you have a massive abundance of space. So keep that in mind when you're doing applied energistics. So what we have here is we have two 4K ME item storage cells. The things with storage cells that you need to remember is that a lot of times you end up with more of an issue with the types of stuff that is going into the cell than you do the actual quantities that are going into the cell. As you can see, this cell seems to have a decent amount of space left, but I have 61 of 63 types in here. So what this means is that I can only put two more things that aren't in here already in here. But I can put, what is that? 1600 more of the items that are actually in here already. That's what the difference between the bytes used and the types are. Okay, so I could only put like two more things in here of a different type, but I have a lot of room to put other things of the same types that are already in here. Okay, pretty self-explanatory at that point. And then I have some extra room in there. This is pretty much maxed out. It is maxed out. The 1K ME item storage cell. So what I want to do today is I want to actually take you through making a drive. A storage device, I should say. This contraption, the box here, is a storage, or is the ME drive. So let's talk about that first. The ME drive. Boom. This guy is actually really easy to make. You make two engineering processors, you make some fluid cables and some iron, and I mean it's easy. It's easy. It's the same thing I showed you in the last video. You print out a silicone, you print out an engineering circuit which is made with diamond, yeah, and an inscriber, and then you combine them with redstone and boom, you've got an engineering processor. Okay? Easy. This is really, really early on, easy stuff to make. Okay, so that's just the drive that holds all of your storage devices. Okay, the more complex thing is the storage drives or the storage devices themselves. I keep messing up the wording because the way I'm going right now is for 4K ME item storage cells because they aren't too crazy. They're just they hold a decent amount and they're not like some huge massive undertaking to make them. So let's go ahead and make some. We need a 4K ME storage component. Okay. uh oh, I didn't realize you could do it this way. You could just make the whole thing as itself. I was making both of these. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. I can do it either way. All right. It's not a big deal. It's the same kind of thing because all you're doing is putting the 4K ME storage component inside of the item housing cell. Okay, so we'll do it the same way I did last time. All right, so we need three 1K ME storage components. So we'll start with those. And I need a calculation processor. So I need four Certus quartz. I need some redstone and I need a logic processor. So let's make ourselves a logic processor. Do I have any of this stuff already? I might. No. All right, so we'll grab a logic press. We'll grab the silicone and the silicone press. Boom. And we'll grab a silicone just like that. And we need a gold. Boom. And we need some redstone. I know this isn't the most efficient way of doing this because you can do it in a different, like inside of this. But I'll get all of that set up eventually. I'm not supposed to have layered diorite in here, actually. Come here. You're supposed to be in the other box. Okay, so we're going to go over here to our inscriber. We're going to pop in our logic press and a gold. And we'll make the gold printed, whatever, printed logic circuit. Boom. Then we'll swap that out for our silicone press. You've seen me do this once before, but I wanted to show you this like as it's working. Uh, and then we go boom, boom, boom. I think I need more of these, if I remember right. Storage. Isn't it one for each of these? Yeah, so I need four. Was that what it was? No, I need three of them and a calculation processor. So, okay, we need to get more resources. All right, so let's bring all the redstone in here. We'll go ahead and we'll grab a stack or as much, all this gold here. Then we'll grab silicone. Boom. Okay, so we need three of these. So we'll make three of them. All right. This gets much better once you're actually automated, by the way. But I don't remember how to do that. I have to go and do... What did I do? Did I pull that back out? I did. Uh, you really need this automated so that you can do this stuff because it's fiddly. You can't just put a stack of gold in here, which is aggravating. I already have one, so I only need one more. I mean, I only need to make these into silicone. Or brain. I once again, as usual, I just woke up, so I'm a little space cadet here. I'm drinking a sugar-free monster. Not sponsored. I would love to be sponsored by anyone. That'd be great, as long as you make good products. If you don't, then you're liable to regret having me as a advertiser. Boom, boom. As you can see, I can only put one in each time. So it's really fiddly up until the point that you have it automated. But you have to do things like with like crafting stuff, and I don't remember all of that. Like I said, I had a really awesome teammate in the last time I was using this a lot. I had two of them. I had a guy named Hotaru, or a girl. I don't know who either one of them were in real life, because I was just playing with them on a server. I had Hotaru and I had Rose Sky, and they were both helping out with all this kind of stuff. Rose Sky was, I think it was, I think it was Hotaru built the nuclear power, and then Rose Sky was the one who was doing all of this applied energistics, and they really knew what they were doing. They had all this stuff like just decked out, so like you could just walk up and just make whatever you want out of the system. They even set up wireless and all this kind of stuff. It was super cool. So now we need a calculation processor. I might be out of quartz glass, but we'll find out. Calculation processors are built with, of course, the calculation inscriber. All right. And Certus quartz. Do I still have some? Yeah, I do. All right. And I have a bunch of energized, so that's going to be fine. I'm probably going to have to go harvest some more. So we're going to take our Certus quartz and our thingamajig here. I put the silicone back, didn't I? I did. The silicon press. You're a fool, Azar. You're a fool. Put the calculation back. Silicon. Oops. That's not what was silicone. I hated my business math class, which was integrated with all of the typing uh, that was going on when I was in school. So I do not use the traditional methods of. Uh, I put the redstone in here. Brain, can you just keep up with me here for a second? Can you just not do what you're doing and maybe function properly? There you go. So while that's finishing, we'll put the inscriber silicon press back in here. And we'll grab our calculations. So we now have our three processors, our three logic processors, and our silicon, or our calculation. And now we're going to go back to storage component. Boom. So now that we have all of this, we're actually going to throw this into all of this stuff in here. And we're going to go back to looking at storage on this. 4K ME. Boom. What do I not have? I haven't made the 1Ks yet. So I need to go boom. 1, 2. Wait. What did I not have? Oh, I ran out of Certus quartz. Dang, I hope there's more grown already. How long did I wait? Oh, yeah, there is some. Yeah, we'll be fine. There are things called growth accelerators, which are actually... Okay, good. Which are actually... make this whole process much, much better. Oh, that wasn't ready yet. So those were Certus dust. I know there's a way to upgrade Certus dust into... Oh, I have plenty. I have plenty now. Okay, boom. Here we go. Let's just put all this in here. Now we go back into the 4K item cell. We go boom, boom, boom. Oops. One more. There we go. Okay, we'll put all those back. We'll go back to the 4K. And we go boom. There's our 4K. All right. So we have our 4K. We go in here. We go item. And I did. I ran out of quartz glass. I believe I still have a bunch of quartz dust, though, which should be fine. Or, oh, I don't. I have 3. That's okay. Because I can get more right here. I can't get a lot more, but I can get some. So yeah, you can make these things called growth accelerators, which we'll get into eventually once I have the stuff to do it. And it will use energy to accelerate the growth time of Certus quartz. If you have a flawless, I believe, when you do that, you can deck it out so that you can put quartz, or you can put growth accelerators on every single side other than one of the flawless, and it will just constantly pump out full-blown Certus quartz, which then you can of course just convert into whatever you want, into quartz dust, or you can turn it into, you know, fluix crystals and all that kind of stuff. The only thing you should have to go and mine is of course nether quartz and stuff like that, and redstone, things like that. So all right, I need to make quartz glass. Hey, do what I say. There. Quartz glass. That's just glass, and so I'm missing glass. Do I have any glass in here left? Oh, glass panes. I don't want those in here either, actually. They're useless to me. I should have sand in this box right here. Boom, sand. Okay, let's go. I'm going to need to go get a bunch more sand, too. I need to get massive surpluses of stuff now that I'm making storage. I don't necessarily want to put them in storage immediately. What I want to do is get stockpiles of the raw materials and have them in actual chests all the way up until I have just a massive overabundance. Once I'm into things you know, like 16Ks and higher on my storage components, that's when I want to go ahead and uh, actually do this stuff where I can have you know, the huge amounts of components. See, like I can also automate the input and output of stuff from this into my system, which is really, really good. I can actually have this decked out once I learn how, because like I said, Rose Sky did all this. Uh, you can have all of these components set up so that you can just do all of this stuff. You know, if you need more glass, it will just automatically take sand, put it into the basic smelting factory, and do that kind of stuff. See, so that's when all of those other tiers of mechanism stuff are going to come into play. So, like, I'll have that an elite smelting factory so that it can just instantly get me the things that I need. You know, when I need silicone, I could just ask for silicone and it will make me silicone. You see, it's a really cool setup. There's a lot of people out there who don't really like this kind of stuff because they feel like it takes a lot out of the game. I did feel like that originally, but as time went on, I just love the process of optimization. I do. I adore it. How you just optimize things down. See, now I have a chest that's over here just in case I'm doing something specific. I've brought my stonecutter tool. Everything's condensing down to where I can have, you know, everything working around this crafting terminal. And that is just fantastic. I love it. So now I don't even have to go back to that thing. I could just put my glass into this system and be like, quartz glass. Where's my quartz glass? Is it in this list? Can I find it easily? Diorum. Quartz glass. Boom. 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 There we go. Oh, I didn't have more quartz. Here we go. Bang. Where were you? I lost you again. Immediately. I lost you. That's the Diorum. There it is. Boom. 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 We're good. Okay. So now we go back to our little storage. Storage. We come over here to our 4K. We go boom, 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 boom. Storage 4K. Bang. Bop. We're good. There we go. See? It's kind of it's so easy and just fantastic. So now I've made another 4K storage cell. I know that seemed really convoluted. Once you do it a couple of times, you're not going to have an issue. Then you come over to your ME drive and you drop it in here and boom, there you go. See how it's green? That means it's literally got nothing in it. These guys have stuff in them. This guy has nothing in it. It's just adding more space. The coolest part about this is that you don't really have to go and swap out all of your 4Ks and your 1K when it comes time to like upgrade. You don't have to like pull those out and put new ones in. You can if you want. Or you could just make another ME drive and just add it onto the system and just keep going. So you can have this massive, like wall of storage that just has everything in it and everything is accessible by this. The real kicker here is when you get into the true end game, which is it takes a while when you're just by yourself like this. If you have a couple of people with you, you're going to be able to enhance through this quite quickly, but you can eventually get to wireless. The wireless ME crafting terminal. Where are you? Yeah, wireless terminal. See? What this does, which requires a bunch of really weird stuff. So dense energy cell. It's going to require, oh, I guess you could do it this way. Calculation processor. Oh, no, because you need to make the wireless terminal first. So wireless receiver, Fluix Pearl. You see, once you get in there and you've got like ender pearls and stuff, you can have it so that it's wireless. It's just in your inventory. And you can just go around. I could be standing over here and you set up repeaters that can increase your range on your wireless system. And you can just use it wherever you are. That's the end game of AE, is having storage available to you all over the place. So it's really good. It is fantastic. Just do remember, in the early times, when you're doing applied energistics, to keep things like your dirt stockpiles and your stone and building tool or building stuff and random tools and things not in your storage components, because like I said, every type of thing, when I go over here to this storage, every type has its own restriction. So you can only have 63 of a singular type. You have lots of room to store lots of that type, whatever that type might be, but you can't just store whatever. You'll fill your entire system up, with things like stone pickaxes and stuff like that, because stone pickaxes don't stack, you see. So you could just put 63 stone pickaxes in here and it would immediately show up as you have 63 types. You see what I mean? So keep that in mind. You can have lots and lots of things that stack, or you can have lots and lots of things that, oh, I need to feed my cows. Need to feed my cows. But we are going to wrap this up. That was the whole thing I wanted to show you. As you can see, that just going over what makes a storage component, or a storage drive kind of thing, took 25 minutes. It took an entire episode. This is what I meant by, if I really wanted to do applied energistics content, I would actually need to do like tutorial videos on Minecraft. instead of this kind of, playing the game, enjoying myself, building things, doing all this kind of stuff. I would actually have to dedicate videos strictly to applied energistics. So, not really what I want to be doing here. Who knows? I might eventually, go ahead and compound that kind of stuff, but I like this a little bit more. It's kind of like bringing you guys with me as if you were my friends, to play in the game. And I kind of like that setup a little bit more. Who knows? I might do it in the future. I still have to go through and organize all of this stuff. Like all of my immersive engineering stuff isn't in the crafting bench yet either, or in the terminal yet. I got lots of stuff that's not in there, but the majority of things is in there. Like all of the applied energistics, all of my ores and stuff like that are all in there, so that all I have to do is just go ahead and pull them out of my crafting terminal and do what I need to do, and then put them back in, and I can do whatever I need to do. So, but after that, we've got to go ahead and work on getting this automated. And I don't know how to do that yet, but I am looking forward to being able to do it, because there's also liquid storage and there's gas storage and there's all that kind of stuff. So I could be storing big old stockpiles of hydrogen and oxygen and water and stuff. And that's going to give me access to things like creating ethylene and all these different kind of cool things that you use for other stuff. I don't even know what that stuff is for yet, but I'm excited to find out. I'll be able to have storage devices that hold biodiesel and things like that. It's going to be cool. So the only other thing that I wanted to talk about today is I am starting to put all the Ars Nouveau trees back here. I had two stacks, two half partial stacks of these two types. I need to go find the blue trees and some other trees. I assume you're supposed to use them. They're Ars Nouveau, so I assume that these are going to do something to do with Ars Nouveau once I get to it. But this is going to be one colorful big old patch out here. After this video today, I'm going to clear out some more of these acacia trees and oaks and make more room for some of these cool trees. Like our cherry trees and our coconut and all this kind of cool stuff. So, get yourself some coconut trees. Go to the beach. Get yourself some coconut trees so you can get some little coconut crab homies. To roam around your area. I don't know why. I mean, you can get crab off of them, and crab claws. So, anywho, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Share me with your friends. And, yeah, we're moving right along. I'm gonna have my hard drive is coming later today, in the post, and I will go ahead and have the ability to record large blocks of videos again and just have them uploading on a schedule for Minecraft. Other than that, I don't know what I'm going to do when it comes to things like I already uninstalled Modern Warfare 2 again. And we'll find some more games to play. Peace. I'll see you guys on the next one.